I just want to introduce myself. I am Jovan, in case you don't know yet, and I'm a Reiki practitioner, among other things. And I want to say, firstly, thank you for inviting me into your field of consciousness by deciding to watch this Reiki video about what Reiki is and what it can do for you. And I want to be of service by helping people relieve some of the stress and hardship that we have gone through in this past year, because we're all feeling some type of way about 2020. A lot of changes, a lot of uncertainty, and I don't think anybody was left untouched from it. So it's no secret. Whether we experience something physical, financial, emotional, mental, political, spiritual, or all of the above, we have all been impacted by this past year's events. And it is very likely we are all still trying to recover on some level, to start this year off fresh and just to come back to a better place, a centered place, a grounded place, so that we can deal with the day-to-day and all the changes and really feel good about where we are in the present moment and how we're moving forward in the future. And before I go into what is Reiki and how it can help you, it's important to bring up that it has been reported that 90% of all illnesses are stemming from stress. Illnesses like respiratory diseases, heart diseases, strokes, cancer, etc. Because stress puts huge amounts of pressure on the body, which weakens the immune system. So it is very safe to say that it is important for all of us to manage our stress and anxieties, whether it's through activities, therapies, techniques, and healing modalities, and whatever works for you. Reiki's for everyone. And it tremendously helps with stress levels. The thing is, a lot of people may not know what Reiki is, but are curious to know what it's about and what it can do for them. So here I am. There have been people who's like, oh, I'm kind of curious to do Reiki, but I don't really know what it is. And I totally get that. So let's demystify a little bit what it actually is. Well, first of all, let's be very clear. Reiki is beneficial for everyone, and Reiki does not harm. In fact, over 800 hospitals are already using Reiki to assist and accelerate the healing process of their patients. And many hospices are doing the same thing to help ease the transition for a terminally ill patient. So I'm going to get into now what Reiki actually is. So Reiki, the word Reiki, is Japanese, and it's two words put together. Rei meaning universal, and ki meaning life force. And this word or name was coined by Dr. Mikao Usui in the mid-1800s, and he is the founder of Reiki. Now, Reiki is just another name for another type of energy medicine, which has been around for thousands of years, and there's just different veins of it. So how it works through the body is basically this universal life force is another word for, again, ki, chi, prana, right, and energy, conscious energy. Now with Reiki, it is activated through the crown and the heart chakra of the practitioner, of the healer, and then it's transmitted through the hands through prayer and symbols that we use to activate the energy to flow through. And our hands get very hot, and most clients will feel that, and it feels very warm or hot, very soothing. Another important thing to note is that the healer does not really physically touch the client's bodies in most cases, like how massage is hands-on. Reiki is not so much hands-on. It's more like it's energetic work, working in the energy field, the biofield, the aura, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. So this universal life force flows into the practitioner and flows out through the hands and into the recipient's body, the client's body, into the client's chakras and meridian systems that work with the energy flowing through the body to keep it working at optimum health. The body takes in the prana, the chi, the ki as a means of receiving assistance in healing. Basically, it's like a help. It's like a leg up in getting the body to come back into a place of relaxation and grounding to assist it in doing what it does best, healing. And the beautiful thing about Reiki is that it heals on all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And there have been many studies talking about, well, discovering how helpful Reiki has been for people with illnesses. And even quantum physicians and leading edge doctors are discovering more and more that this type of work helps people. And so before I get into specifics about how it can help you, I do want to share with you what some scientists have said about Reiki. Well, for example, like the world-renowned cellular microbiologist Dr. Bruce Lipton, what he says about Reiki and different types of energy healing is that he talks about how important it is for us when we start to look at our health in terms of maintaining healthy thoughts and healthy habits and working on our bodies using vibration, energy, and sound. We will require less chemicals and less medication. In fact, we would have less illnesses to treat. What Bruce Lipton is saying is that medicine is something that we use once the illness has set into the physical body. Symptoms are the body's way of communicating with us that something is off, that something is wrong in our whole energetic balance, right? Because everything's energy. When we are stressed out, distracted, or just neglecting some aspect of our life, we can't hear what our physical body is trying to alert us to. And at this point, I think it's safe to say that we already know that all man-made medicines have side effects, always. In fact, in the future, they're already working on so much technology right now that we will be treating all physical illness with high-frequency sound machines, dealing with energy, frequency. Anyways, I digress. Basically, when our bodies and minds are able to relax, not only can we start to understand better what our body is telling us, but our bodies start to regenerate, because that is what our bodies do. Our bodies are regenerating machines. Regeneration is what our body naturally does when we aren't messing with it. Regeneration is what our body does when it is in a relaxed, centered, grounded state. The body is always seeking harmony. It's our distractions that mess us up and get in the way, be it like our lifestyle or the choices or things that we choose to focus on or not focus on. Conversely, things we ignore, and all these things can create discord in the body. This can create discord and stress. So basically, Reiki helps accelerate the body's healing process without any side effects by putting you into that relaxed state and allowing your body to get what it needs. And it's so cool because Reiki healers can help you get your body and your mind into that place of relaxation for your body to do its job, which is heal itself. They can help your body and mind get into a place of relaxation so that your body can get back to work on balancing and regenerating, healing your body back to good health. It's been measured scientifically that Reiki healers generate energy from their hands, and it's been measured. It's about 7.8 hertz coming out of the hands, and Reiki healers can create a state and induce the client into a psychic sleep where the conscious mind is suspended and the body's intelligence can take over and do its job. It's interestingly enough too, even many people can receive downloads when in this high meditative state, in addition to the relief from the other issues and pain we talked about earlier. Now, with all that being said, I just kind of want to give you a background about that. So how can it actually literally work for you? Like, what are certain things that Reiki can do to assist? So I'm going to list some examples. So physically, it can relax and harmonize the body. It can reduce pain in the body, can reduce fevers, stomach issues, joint pains. It also assists medications with to be more effective and also to help alleviate the side effects of that medicine. Emotionally, it can assist with anxiety, grief, trauma, restlessness. Mentally, it brings more clarity, reduces that fogginess, distractions, and confusion, because it opens you up to seeing things clearly, can help you ground back into your body, ground you back into the present moment. And it could also help improve memory and assist you with deeper insights into your life and just life in general and the people around you. And then spiritually, it helps bring peace and acceptance of like reality or your truth. It can also assist you with like having more like ease and grace through life transitions. And even for some can strengthen psychic abilities and raise your consciousness. In addition to these basics, my personal experiences that I've had as a Reiki healer with my clients have been other things that go beyond that, such as helping some of them to connect to clarity of their purpose, helping them to release toxic people from, or relationships from their life, helping some of them to connect to their guides or transition loved ones, and of course helping some to relieve any pain or discomfort from their physical body, and even some to help assist them heal severe physical ailments. So for example, like there's one particular that was a major breakthrough that it was a client I worked with. He was a regular tarot client where we worked through some of his life issues, very much stemming from his anxiety from past trauma. He was also pre-diabetic. So when we decided to do this session, we were going to work on his heart chakra because he had a lot of heartbreak and, again, anxiety. I used Reiki, I used acupressure, and I used sound healing. I have my beautiful little tuning forks that just take everything to the next level. So my goal was to clear his aura, his biofield, of any static or trauma memories like caught in pockets in his field, so that he can relax and just release some of these tensions from his body. So I worked on him for about an hour 15 minutes, and did all the things that I felt he needed for his heart chakra. And then after the session, I remember he said he felt very relaxed and very present, and wow, it was a difference. I could feel it and I could see it. The look in his eye was different. He was able to just be comfortable in his body, and it was just amazing. And he gave me a hug, and it was all sweet, right? So anyways, the next day, I texted him to check up on him, and he told me that he wasn't feeling that great, that something in his body was different. But usually his body felt very numb, and now his body was tingling. So this is what was going on. His body alerted him his body was alerting him that there was something that needed to be checked out. So he went to the doctor, and they did some tests, and they found out that he had 5 clogged arteries. Now, for arteries to clog, it takes a while. And this guy looks fit. You would never think he'd have clogged arteries. But he did. To make a very long story short, he survived open heart surgery, and the surgery saved his life, because he could have died from a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm, and before that he could have developed diabetes. So what was interesting was that this anxiety that he had been holding on to in his body was being perpetuated by these clogged arteries. His anxiety was a symptom of his heart condition, and it was trying to alert him, but at the same time it was also agitating him, so he wasn't listening. There was a resistance there. So when his body was able to actually relax and get clear, he was able to go back to ground zero. The body was not in a state of panic, and he was back in his coherence, and he was better able to hear his body and that it needed help. And now he is recovering. So that is just a small thing. Well, it's not a small thing, but that is a cool thing that Reiki can help you with. Get your body into a state where it is clearly telling you it needs some sort of assistance or attention. And then you can work on that before it's too late. yeah, so I just want to share that story because I thought that was pretty miraculous. And I want to stress how anxiety can really mess with our health. And if we don't take the time to slow down, relax, be still, listen in, we can get very sick and not find out till it's too late. So yes, and Reiki can benefit anyone with stress. And judging by what happened in 2020, we are all feeling that stress. We're all experiencing some sort of maybe grief, trauma, stress, and the aftermath of that. And that there's nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing to be ashamed about. You know, we all need a tune-up or a reset every once in a while. So I want to be a person that can help you with that. If you are interested in seeing what it can do for you, I would love to be of service in this way. I think we all need it. Yeah, and just a side note, one Reiki session will do a lot. You will notice differences in your body and just in your life, but like anything else, Reiki is an ongoing thing, and it's different depending on each person. So I would say it's good to get Reiki done either regularly or periodically, depending on your needs and your wants. But some people need it or like it once a month. Some people like it or need it every 3 months, and some even, if need it or like it, every 2 weeks. It just really depends on you, and I think you will be able to gauge that after your first session. And if you're not sure, you can always ask me, and we could talk about something that's workable that can get you back into alignment. So I think I will end this video with there, and hopefully it was not only informative but interesting as well. And if anybody wants to actually know the original, like the origins and history of Reiki, that's a very interesting story. Let me know. I'll do a video on that. Anyways, if you feel like you need some self-care and assistance with that, please feel free to contact me and book a Reiki session with me. I can do in-person Reiki sessions, of course, respecting COVID regulations and precautions. I do these in-person Reiki sessions at either Sacred Roots Holistic Center in Long Beach, California, or I can travel to your home and we can talk about the details later once we book that. Again, so if you'd like to set up a session with me, or you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, DM me, or you can visit my website, mysticstarseed.com, and the link is in my bio. And you can see all the things that I do. But yes, I am here to serve and assist in any way. All right. So have a beautiful day. Hope to hear from you soon. Blessings. Bye.